But now we'll also visit it and see the state of it, and maybe alert them if we think that something needs to be done. So we expected that now there will be stable power and we'll not have any challenge because a communication tower will fall on our line. So that is it. You were talking about AMERI, I think the last question, and why we are, you know that normally for projects, you have to do the financing, you have to get approvals through, you have to get cabinet approval, parliamentary approval, and all these other things. So projects may sometimes shift, and that is why we are saying end of 2022, so that by that time we are sure that AMERI will be in Kumasi. We want to go to, we want to give you a time that will not shift again, because it's not all of it that is within our control. And so from the indications that we have, please let's take the end of 2020. If it comes early, hallelujah, but at least now let's use that as our timeline. The second question was, the issue is that until the evening and looking at the voltage, GRIDCO system control doesn't know how much we need to, how much load relief we need in Kumasi. And it's when they tell ECG that ECG will be able to know, oh, today maybe there will be no load relief, or there will be 10 megawatt or 20 megawatt. So ECG, I don't think can give a timetable. If they give a timetable, in the end, your factory or you can't even plan with it, because it's either the light will come on or not. So please, but let's say that at the peak load, there is a possibility that the light will go off. So when you are planning, you plan around that. But whether your house in particular will go off or not, GRIDCO doesn't know, ECG doesn't know. It depends on the state of the system and the voltage at the time.
We prepared this trip, arranged this garden here, wanted to be here to see what is happening in Kumasi here, but unfortunately he's not been able to follow up, to be with us right now. But I'm sure he will follow up by either close of day or by tomorrow, when we will be inspecting some of the sites that we've come to look at. You see, this issue of problems in Kumasi as far as power stability is concerned has been an issue that this minister, as soon as he stepped in, the Minister of Energy, he put it on the drawing board, put it before the technical men, put it before all the directors and all our agencies in the power sector. What can we do to ensure that the power stability is restored? Because in the past, we relied on BUI. At the time the minister came into the ministry, BUI was disappointing, not by itself, but by nature. BUI was no more able to sustain the supply that we needed to boost the Asante and the northern sectors. So this idea of, this brought the idea of relocating the AMERI plant to the Middle Belt, that's the Asante region. And the idea was that will cut off some of the technical losses that we get when we try to evacuate power over several kilometers from the south to the Middle Belt. So along the line, we said, okay, these interventions that we are doing on the ground, how are they? We've been receiving reports, we've been getting all the reports from GRIDCO, NETCO, and ECG. But let's go to the site and see what is happening. So for me, I'm very happy that actually our agencies have organized this gathering. We've been able to meet here, and then we will go to the field and see how these things we hear about are actually on the ground, especially the AMERI relocation. Then we have the 330 kV that connects Asante region to the north. Most of the three lots were completed except the one from Kumasi to Kintampo. Now we hear that has been energized. It is something that we want to see for ourselves. And I'll add my voice to the rest of the speakers who stood here to say that we actually sorry that these things are so persistent in the Asante and the northern sector. That it is our hope that we will make sure that these issues are elevated within our power. We will do all that we can to ensure that these problems are elevated. And I thank you all for gardening.
161,000 volt lines mienu. Ene wo aha. Ena ye wo Kumasi Accra kwan so wo ha. The ebra ye see line na ye 330,000 volt line efi angoma so akọ kentampo no. Ye do ano no se ye pagya tower no mu. Se de ebe fa de wo ho dada no so. Nti ye pagya mu no e ma ne tenten na abeye 80 meters. Ye system no mu no na ye the tallest towers that we have. The tallest towers a wire system miensa na wo ha. Mienu fly ewo konongu Kumasi line no so. Ena ba konso nkoko Kumasi line no ukọ minifamu ha ukọ towers be miensa obon se kese ba ko fa nkoko angoma so line no so na sa line we ayeye na aboa ma power nanka o se fi angoma so Kumasi ansa na to aso akọ Northern Ghana no se se nam sa line we so na konti ama line e fi angoma so Kumasi na kanene no yehu be 250 300 megawatt or so no say wo hwa ahun say above from about be 20 30 15 megawatt.
As reported this morning, there was a communication matter that fell onto GRIDCO's 3 towers and destroying them. And GRIDCO had managed to erect 1 out of the 3. They are working on the remaining 2. Hopefully, in a week's time, they will complete the erection and then they'll do the stringing. So they've promised us that by the 20th of this month, December, they will complete everything and the power will restore completely to Ashanti and its environs.
Any assurance to the residents? Any assurance to the residents?
Yeah, we want to assure the people of Ghana, particularly the Ashanti region, that by 20th of December, as promised by the GRIDCO company, they will make sure that power is fully restored so that we can enjoy our Christmas holidays. Thank you.
Thank you.
Payno ye born tough machire mono say communication mast buto GRIDCO for homa no so ama motawa miensan say ne medaroma omotima hyehyɛ baako aka mienu na mo hye bose aba na wotwe ntem no omotima hyehyɛ mienu na aka no no mo hyehyɛ wi a ɛsɛ omo de ahwane gu so a omo waro hyem sɛ by 20th of December no omo be bibia ma obia nya kanea fully mo obia ho atonte ye ma Ghana for ne asadema arohyem sɛ in onkopem 20th December no de na ya restore power mo obia nya kwan di no bro nya kama da masibebre